The widest tornado in Arkansas history didn't hit some empty plain. It came here through Benton County on Memorial Day weekend. And yet, in a normal year, northwest Arkansas barely sees a half a foot of snow. That's the thing about the weather here. And most of the time, it is mild. You do have 4 real seasons, a lot of genuinely beautiful days, but a few days of the year, it does turn, and it does turn fast. My name is Gregory Melvin with Keller Williams Market Pro Realty, and I help people both relocate and buy their homes here in northwest Arkansas. Now, for this one, I went back 3 years into National Weather Service reports and local coverage because it's fine isn't an answer when you're moving your family somewhere you never lived before. Here's the real picture. NWA sits in what's called a humid subtropical climate. In translation, that means hot, sticky summers, real cold snaps in winter, and about 47 inches of rain a year, but only about 7 inches of snow. Now, roughly half of the year is genuinely pleasant. The other half has a handful of days that demand respect. Spring is the beautiful one and the most dangerous. May, for example, is usually the rainiest month of the year, and it is tornado season. Late March through May is where the Ozarks can get their worst. And here's where people moving in from out of state underestimate. On May 26, 2024, Memorial Day weekend, one storm spawned 17 tornadoes across Arkansas in a single day. One near Decatur, just west of Bentonville, carved a path of about 3,200 yards, the widest tornado in state history. Straight line winds of about 80 to 95 miles an hour once tore through Bentonville, Rogers, and War Eagle. The Suzy Q Mall shop in Rogers, gone. Little Fox City Hall, destroyed. More than 120,000 people lost power, and Benton County alone logged nearly 800 damaged homes. That weekend killed at least 10 people across Arkansas, several of them right here in Benton County. It was the deadliest outbreak the state has ever seen in a decade. Now, I'm not telling you that just to scare you off. Every region has its thing. I'm telling you because the people who dwell here take spring seriously, and you should too. Get a NOAA weather radio and turn on wireless emergency alerts on your phone. 2. Know your safe spot before you ever need it. Interior room, lowest floor, no windows. When you tour a house, ask, where is that room? It does matter. 3. If you are in a mobile or manufactured home, you need a real plan to get somewhere sturdier because, statistically, that's the most dangerous place to be in high wind. And one thing people get wrong, tornado season isn't only in spring. For example, in November 2024, an EF2 tornado hit near Little Rock. So a working alert plan is a year-round habit, not a March to May thing. Summer is hot and it's humid. No sugarcoating it. July is the peak. Highs near 90, and with the humidity, the heat index actually pushes to 100 on a regular basis. It's not Phoenix dry. It's a sticky southern heat. But the good news, pools, splash pads, the lakes, and shade on the greenway are everywhere. And locals just move the outdoor stuff to morning and evening. But the summer story that should matter the most to buyer isn't the heat, it's water. On August 28th, 2025, 4 to 6 inches of rain fell on northwest Arkansas in a matter of hours. There were more than a dozen crashes on Interstate 49 near Fayetteville. In West Fayetteville off Weddington, one resident woke up at 4 in the morning to 8 inches of water in his living room. It was his third flood in 3 months. Now here's the part that's just pure real estate, and it is exactly why I make these videos. That area sits on a floodplain, and under Arkansas law, a seller is not required to tell you that a home sits on one. You can have a scenario where you buy a house, get the keys, and learn about the water the hard way. So before you ever write an offer, please do this. Pull the FEMA map and the city's floodplain map for the exact address. I can do this for my clients, but you should know that the tools exist. Ask directly about flood history and get the answer in writing. Sellers don't have to volunteer it, but they generally can't lie about what you specifically ask. Also understand that Flood insurance is usually separate from your homeowner's policy, and it has a 30-day waiting period before it kicks in. You can't buy it the week a storm's coming out. For your actual numbers, however, talk to a licensed insurance agent. And the simplest, most important rule of an NWA summer: never drive into moving water. Benton County puts it plainly: a foot of fast-moving water can't actually carry off a small car. Turn around. It's not worth it. Okay, so after all that, let me give you the season that sells this place without me saying a word. Fall in Northwest Arkansas is the reward. The humidity breaks, the Ozark hardwoods turn, you have reds, golds, the whole thing, and you get weeks of crisp blue sky weather. This is the honest counterweight to the scary chapters that I just shared. NWA averages something like 130 comfortable days in a year. Fall and spring are where most of them live. This is sit outside with your coffee season. If you've ever pictured Arkansas as hot and humid, fall is the season that surprises most people. And honestly, it's a big part of why folks such as myself, why we move up here and we do stay. Winter is the short season, but don't let the small snow numbers fool you. On paper, NWA only averages about 7 inches of snow a year. Plenty of winter days are just mild and gray, but when the winter snow does show up, it does show up. The last two have proven it. In January 2025, we had 5 to 7 inches of snow across Benton and Washington counties. In February, a blizzard-like system pushed temperatures into single digits, and Benton County spread about 12,000 gallons of salt brine over 1,000 miles of road just to keep up. And in January 2026, a storm hit so hard it triggered a federal emergency declaration, brought in the National Guard, and actually closed Bentonville's and Springdale schools for days. NWA is not built for ice the way the upper Midwest is. There aren't 100 plows waiting to move. So even a few inches of snow can shut schools, close roads, and keep you home for a couple of days. If you're moving here from up north, lower your expectations about how fast things can get cleared. And the thing that actually locals fear the most isn't snow, it's actually ice. Ice storms bring down limbs and power lines, and that's what knocks the lights out. So the winter playbook here is simple. Locals call it the 3 Ps: people, pets, pipes. Check on elderly neighbors. Bring the animals in. Drip your faucets so pipes don't freeze or burst. Keep your gas tank at least half full and keep a few days of food, water, and batteries on hand if you can. Because when you have just a little prep, it will turn a scary winter week into just merely an inconvenient one. So here's the bottom line on Northwest Arkansas weather. Most of the year, it's genuinely good. 4 real seasons, a long, beautiful fall and spring, and the kind of place that a family can actually put down its roots. But a handful of days in the year, it can really turn, and the people who thrive here are the ones who respect those days and prepare for them. That's the deal. If you are weighing a move here and you want the full picture, neighborhoods, cost of living, schools, all of it, I have put together a free Northwest Arkansas relocation guide. The link's right below this video. Please look at it, subscribe, and check it out. I'll see you later.